I'll call this Municipal Planning Commission meeting to order. Good to see all the members in person. It's good to see this. The Municipal Planning Commission is conducting this meeting in person and via conference call in accordance with the Municipal Government Act, Section 199. Council chambers is now open for public attendance in person. However, members may still join meetings remotely using our current teleconference process. As per Wheatland County Policy 7.13, members of the public are not permitted to speak unless the commission agrees to hear from them. If the commission agrees to allow the public to speak, the chair will call upon specific individuals at that time. Please note this call is being recorded and will be uploaded to our website and/or social media. For any individuals using the conference call line, we ask that you mute your phone to eliminate background noise. Everyone has the right to be present at a Municipal Planning Commission meeting. Any attendees that are considered disruptive to the progression of this meeting may be removed at the discretion of the chair as per Municipal Government Act Section 198. We thank you for your cooperation and understanding. We have an agenda for us. Are there any additions or deletions?
I'll move the agenda as presented.
Thank you very much. All in favor? That is passed. We have the unapproved minutes of the January 16, 2024 meeting. Are there any changes? And if not, I need a mover.
I'll move to accept the minutes as presented.
Thank you very much, Member Laprise. All in favor? That is passed. We now move on to development permit applications, DP 2024-003.
Good morning. I'm Suzanne Hayes, Development Officer with Wheatland County. I have one application to present this morning. This application is for an accessory dwelling, a second residence on a 12.21 acre parcel. On page 12, we have the location plan and circulation area. It is located approximately 7.2 kilometers northeast of the town of Strathmore, 1.6 kilometers north of Township Road 250 on the east side of Range Road 245. It was circulated to surrounding landowners within 1 mile, and we did receive one response in support. I believe it was sent to the members. Would you like it read?
I don't believe that's necessary. Thank you very much.
Okay. Pages 13 through 15, we have the site plan and some aerial photos. A few details. A development permit was issued for compassionate reasons in 2006, allowing a second residence to be placed on site temporarily. The permit required that the dwelling be removed when it was no longer required for compassionate reasons. The applicants are requesting that the dwelling be permitted to remain permanently. The manufactured dwelling was originally constructed in 1989. The two dwellings share a well and septic system, but access the parcel via separate approaches, and they are separated by a group of mature trees. So the proposed accessory dwelling does not meet all of the requirements according to the current land use bylaw. The bylaw requires that a manufactured dwelling meet the CSA 8277 standard, but due to the age of the dwelling, it is unable to meet this standard as it came into effect in approximately 1992. Typically, under these circumstances, an applicant could apply for a dwelling manufactured type 2. This would require a safety codes inspection or an engineer to determine the condition and suitability. Also, the LUB stipulates that an accessory dwelling may not be larger than 80% of the size of the primary dwelling, but in this situation, the accessory is the larger of the two dwellings. The land use bylaw does provide the development authority the ability to grant an exemption for existing temporary dwellings if the following criteria is met. The existing dwelling was on site prior to the date of the adoption of the current bylaw. There have been no complaints from adjacent residents, and the existing dwelling has been well maintained and repaired as required. The Development Authority may require a safety code inspection if they deem it necessary. Following review of the historical files and the current photos of the dwelling provided by the applicant, staff are of the opinion that the criteria listed in A, B, and C have been met and no inspection is required. On page 16 and 17, there are some photos of the exterior and the interior of the dwelling, showing it has been maintained well. And on page 18, we have the primary dwelling. On page 8 is staff's recommendation, which is that Municipal Planning Commission approve this application. And the conditions include, in condition 2, the exemptions that are listed in section 8.9.6. And MPC has the standard 3 response options found on page 10 of the agenda. Please let me know if you have questions.
Thank you, Suzanne. Excuse me. MPC's wishes. Yes, Member Clausen.
I'll move that Municipal Planning Commission approve DP 2024-003 for dwelling accessories subject to conditions 1 through 4 on page 8 of the package.
Thank you. Discussion? Yes.
So this was approved for compassionate reasons. Those reasons no longer apply. Is that my understanding?
That is what the applicant has stated.
Okay.
Any other discussion? If there is no other discussion, I'll call the vote. All in favor? That passes. Thank you very much. We now go on to subdivision applications, SD 2023-013.
Good morning, MPC. Taylor Felt with the county's Planning and Development Services team, here to present subdivision application SD 2023-013. Referring to page 25 of the agenda package, the subject lands are located immediately east of the hamlet of Carsland, immediately northeast of the intersection of Railway Avenue East and Bartstow Street. Carsland Handy Equipment Repair operates a mechanic shop from Lot 1. As we can see on page 29 here, the footprint of the auto repair business has encroached eastward into Lot 2. In December of 2023, Council redesignated 0.26 acres from Lot 2 from the Agricultural General District to the Hamlet Commercial District. And the application before MPC today is to now adjust the boundaries between these lots, resulting in a 0.65 acre parcel and a 46.07 acre parcel. Stakeholders and landowners within a 1 mile radius were notified of the application. Administration did not receive any comments from adjacent landowners, and those agencies and internal departments that were notified are found on, their comments are found on page 21 and 22 of the agenda package. It was noted through the circulation process that an extension has been added to the southern facade of the repair shop, which you can see just along the southern boundary of Lot 1 here. The extension of the building does not appear to meet the minimum side yard setbacks established in the land use bylaw, meaning that the building may be a non-conforming building. In order to bring the building into compliance with the land use bylaw, the addition will either need to be removed or the landowner will need to submit a development permit application with a variance. Fire Services has recommended an inspection of the existing business and structures, which has been captured in the recommended conditions of approval. And with that, administration is recommending that MPC approve SD 2023-013, subject to the conditions found on page 20, which I'll pull back up on the screen here. And that concludes my presentation. I'd be happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Taylor. MPC's wishes?
I'll move that Municipal Planning Commission approve subdivision application SD 2023-013, subject to the following conditions from 1 to 8.
Thank you, Member Bigger. Discussion. Seeing or hearing none, I will call the vote. All in favor? That is passed. That brings us to the end of this MPC meeting. We are adjourned.